Hello, gals and ghouls. Happy October. October is a wonderful month. Fall is in full swing, the leaves are falling. There's that eerie feeling in the air that tells us Halloween is coming. With that being said, I want to talk to you all about the things that go bump in the night, the things that make the hair on the back of your neck stand up straight, and the things that send a chill down your spine. Join me, Morbid Mildred, a Halloween and monster expert, as we talk about this week's terrifying monster, the zombie. Much like vampires, zombies have also grown in popularity over the years thanks to TV shows and movies. Also, much like vampires, they are depicted in so many different ways. So what is the truth about zombies? What are they? Well, I thought you'd never ask. Zombies are the living dead. You're probably telling yourself, well, that's an oxymoron, that doesn't make any sense. But it makes perfect sense. Zombies were humans that have died, but have risen from the dead. They are no longer humans, though, not even close. As a zombie becomes, well, a zombie, there are major changes happening to the brain that makes them become so different from us humans. Even though zombies are up and about, they aren't technically alive. They have no heartbeat or any other vital function that keeps me and you alive. So that being said, zombies are in a constant state of decay. Their skin is discolored, typically a white-gray color. It is also rotting away and falling off. Their eyes are usually discolored as well, with no life behind them. Zombies cannot speak. They usually make a low, groaning noise. It's unknown whether or not zombies are able to communicate with each other in a nonverbal way. Now, we humans are generally pretty smart, but if a human were to become a zombie, intelligence is typically lost. This also means that zombies no longer experience human emotions. They will show no mercy toward their victims. This is due to the changes that occur to the brain during the human to zombie transformation. I'll explain that more in a little bit. Zombies are also very clumsy and move in a slow, shuffling manner. They bump into things and are sometimes depicted as holding their arms out in front of them to keep them balanced. The parts of the brain that are affected during the zombie transformation are the cerebellum and the basal ganglia. They are responsible for coordinating movement in a normal functioning brain. Despite this, zombies are constantly on the move. They are never sitting or laying down. Zombies are very, very aggressive and violent. They are always in an enraged state. They cannot be calmed down or reasoned with. The part of the brain affected in order for this to occur is the amygdala. This is the brain's emotional control center. Now, onto the most famous characteristic of zombies, what they eat. Zombies are always hungry for human flesh, not just brains. They will not eat any type of animal, it has to be human. Zombies will never eat other zombies. They will never stop being hungry even if they have already been eating the entire day. The part of the brain affected in order for this to occur is the hypothalamus. It is responsible for controlling hunger, among many other things. Well, now that we know what being a zombie is all about, how does someone even become a zombie in the first place? Being a zombie, for the lack of a better word, is quite contagious. Now, for example, let's say we are in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. You need to keep yourself safe and hidden to avoid any contact with a zombie. Being bitten by one will turn you into a zombie. Once you have been bitten, there is no way to stop the transformation. Yikes, that does not sound like a good time. There are ways you can defend yourself from zombies, though. One thing that you have to keep in mind is that you cannot just simply attack a zombie. They are usually unaffected by most injuries, even fatal ones. The only way to take down a zombie is by destroying its brain. Even though it's not the same brain it once was as a human, the zombie still needs it to survive. So are zombies real? No. If they were, we would all definitely know about it. Is a zombie outbreak possible, though? Well, nothing's impossible. Well, That's all I have for you gals and ghouls on this episode of Meet the Monsters. Tune in next week where we discuss our final monster. What could it be? The suspense is killing me. Until next time, happy haunting.